Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Thursday, February 16th, 2023. In this video, I want to take a look at something that won't be quite obvious at first. I'll explain and then we'll do our read. I was looking today, various sites, and I noticed a tweet that had gotten a lot of reaction. Let me share what I'm talking about. Okay. John Legend is a Pfizer spokesperson. Okay. Now, according to the Gateway Pundit, and I have a link for that article here, and I will put a link to this Facebook compilation in my description box. When there was a lot of negative reaction to this tweet of his, a 45-second commercial where he talked about the importance of getting the jab and as a father, how he supported it, what have you. Okay, the comments were turned off on Twitter. Now, you would think that the negative comments would have had more to do with the fact that this man shows up on this list of visitors right down here. Okay, just above John Podesta, just below John Cusack. But no, what seemed to be causing the reaction was just the fact that he was a spokesperson in his subject matter. I apologize for getting off the share screen too soon because I wanted to point your attention to what we're going to read about that wasn't suppressed when the comments were turned off, and I think maybe incredibly telling. So 1 second, let's go back to that. Okay. All right, I took this screenshot 4 hours ago. At that point, 9.6 million people had seen this advertisement on Twitter. Out of that 9.6 million, less than 500 hearts had been reacted to for this. Folks, just rounding that to 510 million, that's less than 1/10 of 1%. You know, I look for things that can give us some encouragement, and the deep state isn't as good at hiding all of those clues as they once were. We're getting sharper. The white hats are helping some of those things be found, more easily found combination there. I even went to the Twitter feed for 46 to see if he had any similar ratios. Even he was doing much better than 1/10 of 1% for hearts and reactions for tweets that he or his administration puts out in his name. I find that rather humorous. Okay, so my question for the cards tonight is that lack of heartfelt response to John Legend's sponsorship of the jab. Is this an indication that more and more people are waking up and not in support of what we're being programmed to consider popular healthcare choices? Let's find out. And remember, I'll have to speak carefully, but let's see. Are people waking up to the, are they waking up and smelling the manure? Let's find out. Okay, so we are asking if the universe has insights, information, possibly advice, but definitely insights and information into whether the collective consciousness is waking up and not buying the programming anymore. It would seem with 497 hearts out of almost 10 million views that this is the case, but let's let the universe inform and advise. Okay, we have the Sun card. We were asking about the collective consciousness. Okay, and then on the opposite side, we have the Six of Cups. We have the Three of Swords, the Six of Swords, pardon me, Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, so our question was, could we please have some insights and information, possibly advice? Was this lack of positive response to that advertisement, in particular that tweet, indicative of the collective consciousness rejecting the programming? Okay, we're getting a huge positive sign for the collective consciousness here for people with the Sun, that this is a card of discovery, love, truth. Just a fabulous card to indicate the collective consciousness at this point in time. The Sun is also a card of new ideas. So anyway, collectively what I'm seeing here, and then I'll parse it down farther, is that yes, humanity is waking up. They're starting to think for themselves. They're rejecting the programming. They're rejecting a majority of the fear that's being brought to them, okay? And protecting innocent life is being seen as a worthwhile and worthy goal for humanity, okay? We do have some indication here that despite the money and trickery, that good things are coming for the collective consciousness, for people's awareness, for waking up, for truly knowing truth from farce. So let's again look farther in the cards, and I'll show you what elements made me come up with those statements. We've talked about the Sun card. Often the Sun card indicates new life too, new ideas, just a really positive card. Beautifully aspected with the Six of Cups, which is a card of reconciliation and love. Often it speaks of sibling love, so brotherly love. Okay, so the collective is, despite all the millions, if not billions, being put into advertising by big pharma, okay, people are waking up. And in the recent past, we have people realizing, first of all, that the fear that we were supposed to be feeling about what we were told was a global situation, people realize it's much less to fear than they thought, okay? In fact, the things that they fear now are the things that they believed and trusted in and participated in. Okay, now the present card, beautiful card here too for us. Mankind is getting out of this place of trouble and moving to a better spot and prioritizing keeping innocent life safe. So that's a beautiful, beautiful, this whole row is just fabulous. Okay, now we're going to look at the near future. We have the King of Pentacles showing up here, okay? Now, he indicates usually high ambition. He's a faithful provider, success, but he's also a card of sovereignty. So moving forward, people are going to claim and understand the nuances of being sovereign as individuals and as a human race, okay? Now, the Knight of Cups on this side of it says that that path to sovereignty, awareness, and embrasure is still going to have, because this is, even though it looks like it would be a white hat type of card, the Knight of Cups is not a white hat card when I read. It may be for another reader, but over time I've learned the Knight of Cups for me tends to talk about false promises and trickery, okay? He'll play on your emotions if he can to get the objective he wants, okay? So while Pharma would like us not to be claiming our sovereignty. It'd like us to be fearful. We're rejecting that programming and doing it very successfully. Now, the Queen of Cups, it's funny, stepping up the chain here with the cards. Queen of Cups is often talking about emotional intelligence. Yeah, she can be a little self-absorbed, but very much emotionally intelligent, and a good, strong maternal energy here, too. So it's looking good for us, people. We're getting there. That 497 was not a mistake. With the bots gone from that platform, it was truly reflective of how few people found that to be inspiring, truthful, and worthy of a positive reaction. We have the Hierophant showing up. Now, the Hierophant tends to be one of my deep state cards. He's showing up over here, kind of showing up with it, just reminding us, okay? Big Pharma does have still big pockets, even though its pockets full of fiat, okay? And they're willing to say whatever they can to get what they want, but overall, it's not going to be successful, okay? They may try to guilt people into continuing to believe and participate in remedies and protocols, but the awareness is just too strong, too strong. Wheel of Fortune, love whenever the Wheel of Fortune shows up, rest of my life. Since our world is going from dark to light, humanity is going from slavery to freedom. Anytime this card shows up, it's showing a good thing, at least on a global scale, okay? Because the turn of our cosmic time cycles is so far beyond my lifespan that when it's about people, when it's about the future humanity, this is a good card to show up. It says, yes, every time I turn, it's turning to the benefit of going from dark to light. Confirmation of that with the 10 of Cups, again, more than one generation shown here, happy, healthy, happy. This is an emotion card. 10 means we're kind of at the end of things here. So we're getting there to this point of celebration, renewal, sovereignty. Queen of Pentacles is showing up for our final card here. And she is talking, she talks again, and she's landed on top of the king, just reminding us, yes, security is ours. Okay, we're going to be satisfied with these outcomes as things change. And I think the universe is celebrating that so few people are still participating in the fear porn, the anger porn, and the programming of structures that aren't in the light. Well, I found that fascinating. Yeah, that juxtaposition between the number of people who had seen that Pfizer advertisement and those that actually thought favorably of it, that was very indicative of the fact that humanity's getting new ideas, thinking for themselves. Okay, very much indicative of that. And that reminder, the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and it's turning in humanity's favor. That's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time. I really do. And I try not to waste it, and just value you more than you'll ever know. I send you love and light. If you're a subscriber, thank you. New subscribers, welcome. Be prepared. You may have to subscribe more than once. And by the way, sometimes our comments are censored by the platform. Please don't blame me or my one moderator for that. If you have put a comment on that is not hateful or not what I call a flounce post, I'm out here, I'll never come back, I didn't like what you said, just go. Those get deleted too. We don't need to read over time, that you flounced out of here, just go. Not everybody's going to resonate with tarot, not everybody's going to resonate with me, and I accept that. I am fine with it. Okay, but for those of you that do, I'm glad you're here. And I wish you love and light and all things bright. Good night.